Welcome back to another On the Road with Chris. Amazingly enough, nobody calls me all day long, and I try to make this video, and I've had 3 phone calls. So, anyway, this video is about safety. There's been a recent uptick at my company of some safety related accidents. It's wintertime, things like that happen. You got slick roads and things like that. And there's actually no reason for that to happen. This video is mainly focused towards other drivers, but it's concepts that we all can take to heart. The thing that I think is important when it comes to this job and safety is to keep the right mindset. A lot of times, us as truck drivers, we get really focused on hours, making the delivery on time, which makes us money. The faster we go, the more miles we get, the more money we get because we get paid by the mile. And it's hard to keep the concept of safety as primary in our minds, but it's absolutely essential that we do. Had a discussion with my DM today, and he was like, what are some things that I could focus on when I'm talking to these drivers so that we could try to keep these accident levels down? I'm like, the drivers already know what they're supposed to be doing. They know they're supposed to slow down during slick conditions. They know that during high traffic conditions, they need to create more space around them. They need to be attentive to other vehicles around them and what they're doing. Are they being dangerous? Making sure you keep a safety margin there. Any driver that's been on the road for 6 months or more, even if they weren't taught right, experience-wise, from what they can see, they know what they're supposed to be doing. So it's not that people don't know, as drivers don't know. It's that we lose focus on what's important, what's primary. And we have to focus on safety. The problem is we harp on safety all the time, and human beings tend to just gloss that stuff over. Anything that you do over and over and over again is just like, okay, yeah, I know, whatever. We can't be like that. We drive 80,000 pounds at 65 miles an hour on average. That's just an insane amount of energy. That's an insane amount of responsibility for one person. And you got to keep that in mind. You got to put it in the perspective of what you're doing and who you're endangering if you don't do it properly. Driving itself is not difficult. We all know that. 6 to 9 months, we know everything that we're ever really going to know about the basic operation of a semi-truck. But the situations that we get into are constantly changing. We have constantly changing variables: temperature, condition of the truck, last maintenance, condition of the tires, condition of our brakes. The people that we're driving around always are changing. Traffic conditions, what area of the country, different laws, different speed limits, things like that. All these conditions are always changing. We are never in the same situation twice, ever. There's something different in every situation that we're driving in every minute of the day. And we got to keep that in mind. And we got to keep in mind the danger inherent in our job so that we think about what we're doing and we don't just do things by habit. Know why you do the things that you do. Know why we slow down. Well, in icy conditions, we slow down so that we have more reaction time. We don't slide as far. If we do start sliding, there's not as much energy. If for some reason in a catastrophic incident, the damage isn't as much. We got to think. We cannot drive by habit. Remember safety first, above all else. Always safety. And at my previous company before I was at this one. And you notice I don't mention which companies I'm working for. Do that on purpose. I don't want to put anybody on blast. That's not the purpose of these videos. The purpose of these videos is to encourage, to create conversation, to improve anybody. My experiences and my ideas, I hope that they help improve other people's lives through knowledge exchange and learning. Anyway, back to what I was saying. At my previous company, I was a trainer. And I trained a lot of guys. And in the first 6 months that they worked after they got on my truck, no accidents. Their on-time delivery rating was really good. And as long as they're always focused on safety above all else, the on-time delivery came. I have an excellent on-time delivery. I've never been in an accident. I've driven over 500,000 miles in 3 years. I'm still a newbie myself. But I was taught the right way. I went to a good driving school. My trainer at my previous company taught me a lot of the good things to keep my eyes open on and concepts I needed to keep in my brain. And the one that I can think of the most is focus on safely getting to where you need to go. On time will come. If you don't drive safely, you'll never make on time because you won't make it there. You gotta put road rage away. You gotta drive safe. You gotta remember how much destructive power you're controlling as drivers. And even going to POVs, which is this video wasn't for, but I'm sure that some of you out there that drive POVs and aren't semi-truck drivers will see this. You're still driving a lot of power there. And you got to keep safety in mind. Being late is fine. That can be fixed. You're still alive, you're still breathing. Everyone else around you is still alive, still breathing. But if you don't drive safe, somebody might not be alive later to fix being late. So keep that in mind. Keep safety primary. Think about why you do the things you do to be safe. Don't just do them because you were told to do them, but think about why. So that when you get into those situations that aren't normal, your brain's already engaged in how to prevent or minimize the problems in those situations. But thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, follow, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.